All right, so the day has finally come. I feel like I never saw myself doing this. I don't think anybody saw me doing this. White. If you know me, every car that I have is white. This was going to be white. I'm going to do something else, I suppose, is what I'll say. So today's the day that I'm going to finally start ripping this wrap off. I was actually going to just leave the wrap and wrap over it, but obviously total change of plans. So I'm going to do something completely different. I'm going to take the wrap off. Now this wrap's been on for, I don't know. This wrap's been on for like 12 years probably. So I think this is going to be a bit of a battle. So I'm going to leave it out in the sun. It's going to get like 90 degrees today. So I'm going to let it bake for as long as I can really, and then start ripping it apart. But yeah, today's the day. We're going to start unwrapping this thing. And I am nervous. I don't know what's underneath it. Could be all black paint. Could be completely sanded paint. I have literally no idea. So I guess we'll find out. I do plan on mounting the kit. Ideally I do it today as well, but I most likely won't have time. I need to find a rear bumper. With the old, if you guys remember, it was a Rocket Bunny kit. This whole car was Rocket Bunny. So when they mounted the kit, they actually trimmed the rear bumpers. So both sides of the rear bumpers are trimmed down like 1.5 inches, 2 inches. So with that, this kit doesn't really fit on it all that well. So I gotta find a rear bumper. And then I've got these black stock front fenders on this thing that I just got when I traded the Rocket Bunny kit and some cash for it. And then these old beat mirrors that I bought off the junkyard. So it needs a little something, but hey, this will probably buff out and look all right. That'll buff out and not look very good, but better than that. Ideally get the kit mounted other than maybe that piece over there, but side skirts, front bumper for sure. We'll see. We got a lot ahead of us now. But first things first, this is my wheel chock for the day. Hopefully this thing doesn't roll. But I bought these wheels the other day. You might be wondering, now these things are shot, bro. These things are pieces of shit. And I know it. I know they are, but drift spares, you know? I need some extra stuff for the track. And I didn't really feel like going and buying a bunch more Kansai wheels. I've got some other wheels in mind, but I'm just waiting. These are gonna work. They look like shit. I'm gonna treat them like shit, so it doesn't really matter that much. I'll keep the Kansais and it'll still look good most of the time, but we got some hoopties. I gotta get these things blown on. Ideally, I do that today as well. Test fit all of them, make sure that they're all going to fit and work properly and whatnot, but just don't look at those. I don't know. It's gonna look really weird, but it's gonna work. It's just a drift car, come on. Gotta say, overall, that's pretty decent wear out of these. Obviously, you know, I'm missing a small chunk of this tire just because of alignment issues, but for actual like tread wear itself and wear pattern and everything, that's pretty damn good. That wore pretty damn good. All that's really even. Obviously you can see some handbrake spots and whatnot like that, but overall that's a solid worn tire. As suspected, these do not clear my big ass brakes. Lovely. I figured, looking at these super ultra low disc faces, and obviously I've got the big dogs in the back, dual caliper setup, and they do not clear. So those are for sale now, just like that. These clear though. These clear. These are good, and the fitment is okay. It's nothing worse than the Kansai, so can't complain. So I just went through and just nut and bolt checked everything. Kind of OCD, so I marked everything off and just made sure that way when I'm at the track I can look down and just be like, you know, right rear end's making noise or something like that. Is this loose, that loose, that loose? Everything's marked, so I can just hop underneath it and look really quick. Now that I've done that, I'm gonna throw these spares on, get this thing rolling at least, and then I gotta take these things and get some new tires mounted on them. So then we're gonna take the wrap off. Then. All right, now that this thing is all nut and bolt checked, put the different wheels on, now is finally the time. I'm gonna try and peel back this corner, start with the hood, do the hood first, and then probably doors, and then hatch or something like that. We'll see. But yeah, let's get started on this piece right here. So I've gotten most of the edges peeled back already. The paint underneath is pretty decent, actually. They definitely wet sanded a couple spots on it. Maybe did some leveling and touch-up paint work and stuff. But overall, the paint's actually pretty good. Like, this will polish out fine. Same with these will polish out fine. I'm just having a super hard time on that back edge, so I'm gonna let it bake a little bit longer and then keep peeling it. But damn, quick little buff on some of this. Should be looking all right. About 20 minutes later now. That was kind of a pain in the ass to get off, but now it's gone. Purple, bye-bye. Definitely a couple wet sand marks. All of this I think is gonna buff out super easy, so I'm not tripping on it too bad, but damn, this car literally, just like that, looks completely different. Like, it looks literally like a completely different car now. Well, unfortunately, looks like the doors got a handful of body work done to them and then probably just black primered or just completely wet sanded down and whatnot. But this door is fully sanded down, and then the other one, to peel a little bit of it back, and yeah, it looks the same. Looks like they did just like I said, a ton of body work to probably both the doors, and then just, I would imagine, primered and then just sanded them down a ton to get them all nice and smooth. So yikes, not like the hood. Makes me scared about the hatch. we're gonna keep going though. Let's see what happens. Yikes. To be honest, I was like, it's all probably gonna be black underneath all the wrap and like maybe some touch-up spots like this, and I can just wet sand that shit. Or I mean, I can just buff that shit out and everything be good, you know? Like, it's probably all gloss black underneath, and I'll just make this thing black. Psych. I can fix that. Psych. At this point, I think I'm gonna end up wrapping this whole fucking thing. I don't know. Yikes. I was really thinking these were still black underneath. Okay, so last time you guys saw this car, I had the doors, took the wrap off all the doors. So unfortunately though, being that these are primer, not glossy, I've gotta paint them. I was thinking about wrapping them, gotta paint them. So I've got everything broken down. I've got the fenders over there, scuffed up, ready to go. I'm gonna start priming these probably. If I prime these, paint these today. All right, check those out. Don't look too close. I didn't do the greatest job. It's definitely a backyard paint job, but they're black, they're shiny, they're here, they're done. I've got enough clear coat on there where I can still wet sand polish them, make them look a little bit better. Definitely a little shoddy, definitely a little dirty, but they're fucking black. That's all that matters. They're black, they're shiny black. Look at shiny black, shiny black, shiny black. This next. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. It's not good, but it's definitely not bad. Did I low-key kind of fucking pop off with this shit or what, dog? Like, look at this. It's definitely got some orange peel. I definitely need to, you know, wet sand it and polish it out and whatnot, but dog, for in the fucking driveway, bro. Okay, come on. Shoo, what? That doesn't look bad. Obviously I need to do a little polish on the hood and the fender still, but dude, come on. That is not bad. All right, new bumper for the Z. Finally get to take this shitty ass cut one off and put an actual, I mean, it's not that nasty condition, but you know, KBD's gonna cover that anyway, so it doesn't matter that much. But it's black and it's a full bumper, which is great, so I can actually mount my kit. I also found little center console piece. I really need this because I've got a big ass hole in my console, like little storage box. And I also scored a black passenger mirror, so I can ditch the freaking red one and rock a black passenger mirror too. So now I have 2 black mirrors, a bumper, a center console. I can put the whole kit on. Let's go. All right, old bumper is most of the way off. Just gonna unplug it. But before I put this on, I figured I'd buff it out a little bit. It's not really that bad. There's a couple scratches and whatnot on it, but you know, this is all fresh paint. I'm gonna end up buffing the rest of this stuff, so I figured it's easier to buff this now than it is to buff it on the car. So figured I'd just buff it up real quick, and then I'm gonna throw this thing on. Boom, just like that. I only buffed, see, I didn't buff this piece. I only buffed the section we're actually gonna see, because I'm gonna put KBD on it, obviously. So, but boom, just like that. Nice and shiny. Not shiny, not shiny. Let's go. All right, let's put this thing on. Boom, final product. Look at that. Dang. Why does it look that good? I swear it's only in videos or pictures that it looks this good. But I did buff out the hood. All those spots came out, all those little wet sand spots and whatnot. It actually turned out really, really good. The fenders, I buffed those as well. They're definitely a different color though. I don't know what, this is black and this is sparkly black. I don't know really what the difference is, but it's all one color. It looks amazing. It turned out actually a lot better than I thought I was going to. These are definitely not that good, and the driver's side's a little iffy, but oh yeah, and here's rear bumper and everything mounted finally. Dang, dude. Never would I have seen myself. Black drift car? No way. White, yes. Black drift car, they're just gonna be dirty all the time, but does it look so good? This is like some yin and yang right here, black and white. Oh my gosh. Dang, I'm literally drooling over this. I never really think Z's look that cool, but this right now, dude, I'm like, what?
Hey, Santa.